Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Gun Breakdown, a beginner's guide. I'm Jonathan, and today we're going to be going over our new Walther series. Specifically, we're going over how to break down and clean the Walther PPQ pistol. All right, let's get right into it. So first things first, we're going to make sure that the weapon is clear, so no source of ammunition is in there. Now we're going to do a physical and visual inspection of the chamber. So I see nothing, I feel nothing, weapon is clear, we can send the slide back forward. Okay, now let's break this down. All right, so we're going to pull the trigger. We're going to pull the slide back just a bit, and this whole entire bar that you see right here, this is going to be the slide release bar, or the slide lock bar, I'm sorry. So, and it's one big piece that it all connects. So you're just going to grab it and pull it down. So pull that back, pull both sides down at the same time, let it go, and then it'll be able to come off. And if it gets locked back in place because you pull the slide too far, that's okay. Just pull the trigger again, and that will release it. So take your pistol grip, and you're going to set that down to the side. Next is going to be your guide rod and spring, so we'll go ahead and pop this off. Next is going to be your barrel, and we're going to go ahead and take that out. So slide this forward a little bit, and then push it down, and then slide it on out. And there's your disassembly of the Walther PPQ pistol. Now we're going to get into the cleaning bit. So we're going to take our solvent or CLP if that's all you got. There's nothing wrong with that. This is what I use personally. I think this product works fine. They don't sponsor me or anything like that. This is just what I like to use, and I think it works pretty well. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the cleaning. So we're going to spray it inside of the pistol grip. You want to make sure that you get the spring, everything inside of here, anything that moves. So move the trigger. You see that? Any part of the action that moves, you're going to want to spray inside of there and spread that solvent around. So do a light coat. Kind of work the action a little bit as we're spraying it. Okay. Any hole that you see, any crevice, you know, you're gonna want to spray inside of and make sure that that's clean. So we're gonna go ahead and set that down and let that set for a second. Next, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna spray our guide rod and spring. I will say, since I bought this pistol, I have not fired it yet, so it's going to be pretty clean. So this will not be a super long video of me cleaning it. Next, we're going to go ahead and take the solvent. We're going to spread that along the guide rod and the spring. Okay. Now that we got that done, we can set that to the side. Next is going to be our barrel. And we're going to go ahead and spray on the inside of this hook piece right in here. And also the inside of the barrel as well. And the reason we're doing this is because the reason cleaning your firearm is important is because whenever you shoot it, there's residual stuff left behind. You're going to have carbon, you're going to have lead, you're going to have just small bits of metal that you're going to need to remove. And that is what the solvent is for, is to help break that stuff down, and carbon, break all that stuff down. So you're going to go ahead and spray inside of here and along the grooves in here on your slide, right along there. We're going to go ahead and let that run down. Oh, and also a big thing you want to make sure you get is your extractor. So your extractor is this long, for this pistol, it's going to be this long piece right here. And then if you can move it, there we go. If you can move it, that's what you're going to want to use to, you're going to spray inside of there and clean as well. So we'll go ahead and set that down to the side. Okay, now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and wipe off our hands on our cleaning rag. so we're not spreading excess solvents on the firearm. All right. And as far as cleaning rags go, I just use white t-shirts. I've never seen them leave anything behind on my firearm. I've never had any issues with that. So if you want to just go buy like a 7-pack or 10-pack of white t-shirts, that's totally fine. It doesn't have to be some super specific $50 rag from some name brand store. These will work just fine. All right. So next, now that that's done set in, we're going to take our brush and we're going to go along the bottom right here. And we're going to go across right here. And we're going to get underneath the lips right here. Oh, sorry, just one second. Okay, sorry about that. My dog was barking, so I had to close the door. So we'll go ahead and start brushing. Kind of work the trigger as well in the trigger bar so you can get inside of the moving pieces that you may not normally be able to get to. All right. And now you're going to keep doing this as long as necessary. Like I said, this pistol is already super clean. So I don't need to do excess cleaning on it, but I will show you guys what to do next. But we're going to go ahead and set this to the side. Now we're going to clean off the bristles on our brush onto our cleaning rag. All right, next is going to be our guide rod and our spring. So we're just going to take the bristles and go along and work our way down. And we're going to turn that. Okay, and now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and wipe that off really quick. Okay, we set that to the side. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab our slide and we're going to take the brush to that as well. Everything that you sprayed previously, this is all stuff that we're going to go ahead and take the brush to. All right, sorry, just one second. Sorry about that, I had to go let my dog out. Okay, and now back to brushing. So as I was saying, you want to make sure you get in the spots that you have previously already sprayed. Make sure you get in the inside of the grooves and cuts, everything that you're not able to reach normally. And now we're going to take some applicators and we're going to go ahead and go through this side right here into this hook onto your barrel. Okay. And now that's done. Nice. We're going to go ahead and take our applicator. We're going to go right here onto the opening or the breech of the barrel. All right. Now that that's done, we're going to take our bore brush and we're going to make sure that we go through from the opening end into the outside. You don't want to work your way back into where the bullet is coming from. You want to push everything out the way that it goes. And you want to make sure that you're twisting it along the way. All right, and now that we've done that, we're going to take the bristles to the cleaning rag. And you're going to do this as many times as you need to. Like I said, this pistol is already super clean, so we're not going to have to do this a bunch of times, but you will do it as much as necessary. And also make sure that when you're cleaning it, you get on the little edges that are like right here, this little corner piece right here. We go around and get around right here as well. So we'll go ahead and take an applicator to that so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah. There we go. Okay. All right, and now that that's done, we have broken down and we have now cleaned our Walther PPQ pistol. We are going to go ahead and get some oil. We're going to oil. I'm going to show you guys where to oil down your pistol. Go ahead and shake that up. And then we'll put it back together and we'll work the action a few times and then you'll be done. So you don't want an excessive amount of oil when it comes to cleaning your firearm, unless you are in some kind of extremely ridiculously dry climate. But even then still, you don't want it just dripping out of the firearm. So for right now, we're just going to do a light coat. So you see the spring right here, everything inside there. And everywhere there's a moving part, we're going to put a little bit of oil on it. I'm not sure if you can tell I'm doing it or not, but it is a very light coat. It is not a lot. Okay. All right, I'll work that a few times. All right, now we can set that down to the side. And we're going to go ahead and reassemble our firearm. Here we go. So let's go ahead and wipe our hands on our cleaning rag really quick. Make sure we don't get any excess oil or solvents on the firearm. Now we're going to do what's called our functions check. So we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger for a click. Pull the trigger back to pull the slide back to reset the trigger. This time you're going to hold the trigger down. And now you're going to pull the slide back. And then you should hear a soft clunk when you release the trigger. And then now you're going to pull the trigger again for a click and then reset it. Okay, so now that we've oiled down our PPQ pistol, we're going to go ahead and work the action a few times to help get the oil into the parts that we weren't able to get it into. Okay, now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and wipe it down. And if you have a silicone cloth, that works as well. This is currently all I have at the moment. And there you go. That is how you disassemble, clean, reassemble, and perform a functions check on the Walther PPQ pistol. Thank you so much for joining the channel today. Thank you guys for joining the Walther PPQ video on how to clean it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Anything you guys do will help with the algorithm on YouTube. So I appreciate everything that you guys do for me. And I just want you to know that I'm doing this for y'all as well. And look out for the next Walther video. All right, y'all take care.